Yo, I like the paper. Ooh, that looks real good. Whew. Whew. Yeah, that looks real good, my dude. Yeah, you can see them swords. See, this is the executioner sword. You can see the edge here. The square edge is the executioner sword. Okay. Lawsy Jeebus. Whew. They do it right every time. Look at that, the executioner mask. That's German, that's Scottish, that's French. Okay? You can definitely tell by the styles. If you understand European fashion, you can definitely tell that these are where they come from, where they say they're from. The crooked smile. Looking closely at that. Yeah, it's in color now, baby. It's live and direct. Woo! Man, I can't wait to get volume 2 and volume 3. Man, you see the gleam off the pages, smooth paper stock, big beautiful colors. Oh, it is alive and well. I love it, man. I love this right here. Yeah, so oh, let's go back to the Othello. A lot of people talk about that section. A lot of people hit me up immediately and say, boy, that Othello section you wrote is phenomenal. So let me show you a picture up out of the Othello section. Okay. Right here. Boom. The Tragedy of Othello. The Moor of Venice. Okay. Venice. It's Italy. Okay, that is an original advertisement for the play. Okay, yeah. So it's here, baby. It's in color. The first couple of, oh yeah, look at that. Woo! That's powerful. I love that. That's looking real good. So it's here in color. It's live. It is well and alive. Okay? The lady born with a pig face. And we talk about the insatiableness. Now see, let me break that down on why the pig faced ladies, on why you might see some stuff where the European correlates women to pigs. And there's a lot of reasons for it. Not only the whole pigmentation thing, which is a different level of science, but we have the insatiableness of women, the insatiable eating, the excessive eating. Okay, there we go. This is called the woman being ducked. This is the ducking stool. This was done for the witches. Well, these colors is live in here, man. This is beautiful. This is worth $1.50, and they do cost $1.50. Okay, yeah, there's a section on incest in the book. That is a woman delivering a child. That's how they used to do it in the old European times. Okay, so, okay, this is what's going on. Yes, I love it. That's a goat skin. That's a lamb skin condom, and the sheath that they used to carry it in because the condoms were reusable back then. Okay, this is an original cuckold. This is the contented cuckold, the whittle cuckold, which there are many forms of cuckold. This cuck is definitely one of the more solidified pieces that represent the modern day pimp. Okay, comes from a form of cuckold, and I got that documented here. Let's look at some chastity belts. These are real chastity belts. Okay. Woo! These pictures are strong. Yes, the book just picked up in value. I just picked up in value. Oh, yeah. Now, I need y'all to do this. This is why I put a lot of these paintings in here. Let's look at it real quick. so you can see what you're looking at, because I don't think you really do. Let me see if this camera gonna focus right there. We go. Now, if you pay attention, there's a lot of games being played in here. There's leapfrog being played right here. You got a lot of kids playing with spins and circling spins around. There's a lot of activity that you need to pay attention to that still goes on today, correlated to how children play out in the neighborhood, okay? So, that is the case. This is a picture of a daycare. Okay, and how the daycares were being operated. The children used to run around naked in daycares. All right. Now that's a castle. It's a big old moat around the castle, the Tower of London. The pictures are phenomenal. You need to get it in color. $1.50 a piece. It's really phenomenal on what's going on here. That's a macaroni, one of the original macaronis, in comparison to a monkey macaroni. Okay, that's another part of the pimping. This female headdress. I put that in there for a reason, specifically talking about the horn style that's a part of the headdress and the correlation of calling women animals or saying they have animal activity. These are called palanes or croc crowels. These shoes right here are considered to be the devil's shoes, and the reason it being is because of the phallic symbol style, and also they were called croc crowels because they were worn supposedly to kill cockroaches, a lot of cockroaches at one time when stepping on the ground. This is pork jelly. This is reversed eel. Okay? Reversed eel, they catch an eel at the bottom of the water and they flip it inside out. This is pork jelly. What we might call here in America pot roast or meatloaf. They used to just take fat from the pig and then bake it with a couple pieces of pork. People still eat this today. Okay? So, this is all real deal Holyfield. This is a corpse being sold, a mummy cadaver being sold out of Egypt, as these were being used for medicines. They were also used inside oil paintings, and that's a part of the reason why a lot of paintings of the medieval times have a lot of power in them when it comes to not only survival, but the essence that comes off of a lot of paintings. When you begin to study this material, then you'll be able to understand. But until then, you won't. So, yeah, this is what's going down. Okay, that's called the basilisk chicken. Okay. Yeah, that's a real torture device. Real torture device. Now we're getting into the torture where all the color is at. All the liveliness. You understand? The Mount Faucon. I talked about this in a video recently. But yeah, man, it's in color. I'm probably going to do another video about this tomorrow. I'm very proud of myself. This is a painting of a man being quartered. You can find many paintings like this. They got a lot of them, you know. But I rarely find any paintings of any black people being quartered. I haven't found that. I found real pictures of hangings, of course. You can find that anywhere. But showing or painting slaves or Africans being going through the intestinal crank, I don't think that was there. I don't know if it's in existence or not. I've never seen it. Okay? And I am a thorough researcher, as we have seen here. So these are called the wheels. These are different forms of wheels. Understand that the wheels that are on your cars have much human sacrifice involved in them in order for them to be alive. The wheels in your grocery carts, the wheels in your engines, all wheels have much blood dedicated to them for their life principle and for their existence. The hooks that you see on this wheel is used specifically to rotisserie a human that would be underneath it. This edge right here would be used to slam on the limbs, of course, as we see right here. Okay, as this is on the wheel. Now this wheel is being laid down, and as you see this long pole right here, which would be comparative to your light poles that are standing in front of your house, would usually have a wheel on top of it with the criminal decomposing and being pricked on by the carrion bird. Okay, and usually his head would be on the pike at the very tip, if there was a pike. Depending on what type of crime he committed would also depend on the ritualistic format in which his body would be exposed to the atmosphere. This is a drowning pit. Drowning pits were assigned to all castles in early European times that phased out at around the 1600s, 1700s, but during the 1200s you have a lot of them. This right here, this is Saint Vitus. Saint Vitus being boiled as an 8-year-old child. He is a saint. The boiling occurred in Rome. That's where the majority of the Catholic saints were developed, by being tortured by the emperors, and that's the main reason why you do not hear much about Roman history. This is a real size cauldron, showing the size. I put that in there to show the size of how many, 2-3 people could fit in the size of those things basically at the same time. Okay, so here's another one. This picture is sort of interesting. So this is called a Branks mask that they would put on females who would hag and nag. The hags who nagged, they chain them to the wall, as you see the chain here, and then other individuals, they would who were left in the stocks, they would put braille on the feet, and the goat licking the feet would make the man insane. And you see the children tickling the individual who cannot defend themselves, as also somebody would usually be tickling from the window. And that tickling would be more torture included by the populace, which was also encouraged. Okay, so we see the stocks. This is the original Jack and Jill, and where the nursery rhyme comes from, right here. So it's very real. This is the Shane flute. If you went around the city playing bullshit ass music, like, we would put this Shane flute around you and your fingers are going there, and you have to stand tied to the building. If you cheated on dice and cards, you would wear this around your neck in the middle of the city. And this right here is a cuckold mask, and the big nose and other people's business. The wife was cheating on him. The snake on the head is his bad thoughts. There's all of this, a lot of symbology for everything that's going on. Okay, so this is the color. It is here. There's more coming. The Black Man's Bible just got released in color too. More power is being gained. That's what we're talking about. And Stargate Publishing is skyrocketing, and I hope you get involved. If you don't, you can stay a fan. Do as thou wilt. Okay, so here goes the original dice from the medieval time periods, and here goes the drunkards fighting in the club. As you will also see card players right here, as cards were going on eons ago. Okay, so that's time in the Wheel of Fortune right there, as you see. So that's it. I got a lot of things to do, man. I wanted to show y'all this, man. It just came in. We're probably going to do another video about it tomorrow, but it's beautiful. It's here. It's for you. It's for everybody. It's for the world. As you see, what do I say right there? What does it say? Okay. What does it say right there? It says, this book is dedicated to my sons, the lost children of the Western world, all befallen indigenous and aboriginal peoples, all extinct phenotypes and cultures of man. Now, when you find somebody else who understands existence who can dedicate a book like that, you holler at me. Until then, we need to be progressing. Okay, then, that's what it is. Holler at me, the guy 720. I need donations because I do shit like this that's going to last for over 100 years. So I need donations, not those fucking retards you're depending on. And let's talk about lies real quick before I go. The reason a lot of you like lies is because you only lie to somebody that's superior to you. When I'm lying to you, then that means I want something out of you and I have to finagle in order to focus only on what I want. Therefore, you feel as if there's a desire being casted upon you, and you want to be desired as a human. So, and you want to also feel superior. So, for you to feel superior, then somebody has to lie to you. As your children lie to you about their grades, or they'll lie to you about how they cleaned your room, because you, as the adult, is superior to them. So let's get out of the conundrum, because a lot of you really play off of evil behaviors and activities and responses, and it really needs to stop. Otherwise, it's self-destruction. Okay, self-combustion. Okay, so y'all get at me. This is the guy 720. Go to theblackmansbible.com. All the books are now in color on Amazon. Just put my names in.